Last night, Jays fans, both diehards and new to the game, sat in front of the TV to witness a moment that will go down in history. The Blue Jays clinched their spot in the World Series, and they did it in dramatic fashion.
And a swing and a fly ball to left field. Back goes Arozarena. She's gone!
That right there is being called the Springer Dinger. George Springer's 3-run homer that gave the Jays a Game 7 win against Seattle and, of course, the American League Championship. Let's head to Rogers Center now. That's where CTV's Heather Wright joins us now. Headed to the World Series for the first time, Heather, since '93. The champagne was flying. How is the team feeling?
Well, you could see them in those photos and those video from last night. They are fired up. This was an intense game, Game 7. This is what, fans and players wait for, wish for, and it was a nerve-wracking game for fans and, of course, for players as well. Not a whole lot of offense coming from the Blue Jays until the bottom of the 7th. You just showed George Springer's home run there. And so from then on in, being able to close out, get those 6 outs that they needed in order to defeat the Seattle Mariners. What an electric time to be a Blue Jays fan, to be a Blue Jays player as they look to go to the World Series for the first time since 1993.
Well, isn't it amazing to see how the crowd really changed after Springer's home run? That's all it took.
Yeah, I was inside the stadium last night, and it was eerily very calm in some ways, but also there was a nervous energy running through every fan. The Jays were not able to get men on base. They were not able to cash in those runs if they did get people on base. And so it really did come down to that home run in the bottom of the 7th. And you could feel just things shift instantaneously when that happened. The fans, not sitting down in their seats for the rest of the ball game, eagerly awaiting those final outs to secure their ticket to the World Series. And from there on, the party, was happening inside. Of course, we've seen all those photos, but then exploded out here onto the streets. We've seen video of, fans honking horns, hugging strangers, climbing up poles. It really was an exciting night, and there is still more to go. As Vladdy said last night, 4 wins. 4 wins is what the Blue Jays need.
So that's the fans last night. How are they handling the race today to get those World Series tickets? And do we have an idea, Heather, what those might be going for?
Well, the ticket sales opened at 10 a.m. this morning. I got online, like many people did, got into a queue, and I think I was 240,000 people in front of me is what they told me online. And so needless to say, I did not get tickets, and I think there are also, I'm sure, a lot of disappointed Blue Jays fans as well. But look, this is postseason baseball. This is World Series baseball. Those tickets are the hottest ticket in town, not just for people here in Toronto, but fans right across this country who plan to come in for these World Series games. I've looked on the secondary market as well, and they are going for triple, quadruple times the face value. I've seen some tickets going for as much as $24,000 a ticket. So Game 1 and Game 2 will go here at the Rogers Center on Friday and Saturday before this series shifts to LA. And if needed, Games 6 and 7 will be played back here in Toronto, as the Blue Jays do have home field advantage in this World Series.
Finally, Heather, do we know what's in store for Game 1 on Friday?
Well, look, the Dodgers are trying to run this back. They are the defending World Series championships. They have one of the biggest payrolls in all of Major League Baseball. They've got names like Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman. They know what to do. They've been here before, and so they are in many regards the favorites here. But look, the Blue Jays, all season long, this has been a team that you cannot count out. These are the comeback team here in Toronto. They've shown that time and time again. They showed it last night, that resiliency, being able to come back when they're down in games. And so this is going to be a very interesting and exciting series to watch. Fans, I think, are nervously hopeful for what is in store, but we've still got a few days of rest for the Toronto Blue Jays before they welcome the LA Dodgers here on Friday.
Yeah, well, the stage is set. Spotlight's on. Jays will take on the Dodgers, as you mentioned, on Friday and Saturday, kicking off that can't-miss World Series. Thanks so much, Heather.